Okay, I've got a 2014 Honda CR-V, and we're looking through the back side of the tailgate, and the seats don't fold all the way down, and it's kind of a pain in the ass because if you want to put something up forward, everything wants to obviously tend to slide back, and there's no way to, whatever, I just don't like that design because again, it doesn't go back. So anyways, I came up with an idea to at least put things up towards the front and not have them slide all the way back. Now what you see up there are my two seats, but I've got two bucket seats, and what looks to be towels or whatnot are actually, I've got seat covers on my seats, and then I also put on some large towels just to protect the seats. So that's what you're seeing up there. There's nothing wrong with them. Now one other thing that I did here, in the back, it's arched, and I'm real picky if I'm going to carry something, haul something in the back, and I don't want it to be banging into this plastic, because you know everything today in your cars are plastic and they're easy to scratch, and my car looks brand new. I like to keep it that way. I came up with this little piece of wood that I cut to length, and then I just took a piece of cardboard, made a template for that arch, cut that, and then put it on a router, or took a router just to make it nice and smooth all the way around, and I put that in there. I still have my center line to the latch, and when I put something in here, it will hit this and won't slide back, nor will it run into the door. So that's another reason for this, is if you're hauling something, you don't want it to bang into the door and do any damage. This helps. Okay, so here we are up towards there's the front seats to your left, and it's folded all the way down. It can't go any lower, but again, it's on an angle. So if I want to haul something here, I go get some groceries, or I want to put my big laptop case here. What's it going to do? It's going to slide all the way to the back. So here's what I did. Came up with a real simple solution. This board, a piece of maple that I got, basically took and I rounded the corners, make them nice and smooth. I didn't want them to be rough. And your dimensions are going to vary per car. So I kind of arbitrarily just started measuring stuff, and I thought, well, what do I want to do here? What is it that I want to, at what points do I want it to hit back here where the wheel wells are? And I just cut it a little bit long, just to make sure, because you can always cut more off, but you can't add. So once I came up with the proper length, I needed something here to put on, because again, I'm extremely picky, very, very picky, and I don't like scratching my vehicle. So I found these things. They're on sale for $1 a pair, two of them, and they're supposed to be for jack stands. You put them on a jack stand, and it allows you to, I guess if you're doing work, I mean, I guess it would have to be a rebuild on something, because I would never use these. It'd be useless for me. And you put them on there on caps so they don't scratch anything. But if I'm going on a frame, it's no big deal. So what I liked about it is they were on an angle, and I wanted it tipped like that so that it tipped outward towards the outside of the vehicle on both sides. And I just put a screw in here, stainless steel screw, and that keeps it in place. So now this is my buffer. This is my up against the, so it won't scratch, because plastic up against the wood up against this plastic would sure hell scratch. So then all I have to do is put that in there like that. And there you are. And now I can put something in there and it won't go all the way back. So as an example, here's a cooler, and put it right up to the back of that, and it can't slide back. So this has been a very simple solution, and it's worked out very well for me. So I didn't know if anybody else has that issue, but I wish they would redesign their cars and do something so that that wouldn't be the case. So here you kind of get an idea of the tip. Well, that's not level. Okay, now my particular piece of wood here that I've got is 2.5 inches wide. So that's worked out good. And you can accommodate whatever you, each vehicle will be different. The one thing is you can't go too wide because you've got the slope of your wheel well, and there's a certain practical limit as to how wide you can really go. But in my case, the 2.5 inches worked out very well.